Hello everybody, Mr. Politics here, and welcome to another video. The BBC are investigating Rachel from Accounts Reeves. Well, it looks like Rachel from Accounts Reeves is in trouble. The BBC are investigating her for and lies. She said she was a communist, but she turned out to be lies. Apparently they've uncovered evidence of some wrongdoing that Rachel from Accounts Reeves has been up to. Apparently, when she worked in a bank, she spent a bank's credit card like there was no tomorrow, spending it on all sorts of things. She was spending it like I've just said, there was no tomorrow. And of course the BBC, who I must congratulate, for the first time ever, the BBC are investigating a Labour minister. I mean, they've spent all their time when the Conservatives was in government investigating the Conservative MPs and ministers. Well, now the shoe is on the other foot. I don't know how much longer Reeves can last as Chancellor. There's a rumour flying around that there could be a reshuffle soon. Well, I don't know when, or sometime this year there could be a reshuffle, and she could find herself losing her job. Let's hope she does, because she's an absolute disaster as Chancellor. She's making a complete mess of everything. But like I've said, the BBC have investigated. I think a whistleblower must have come forward and told the BBC what she was doing. And of course, the BBC, about journalists, like the journalists are, they are investigating her. And this would be very embarrassing, wouldn't it, for her? If this was turned out to be true, she'd be in some real trouble. I mean, she's in enough trouble as it is now, the way handling the economy, the country's finances. She's, like I've just said, she's making a complete mess of that. But it makes a nice change, doesn't it, to see the Labour ministers being investigated by journalists. But journalists doing their job for once. I mean, we say often that the mainstream media are useless. They don't do their job properly, but it would appear I must applaud the BBC for daring to look into a Labour MP and a minister. But like I've said, I don't think she's going to last much longer as Chancellor. I think sooner or later, Tutia Kia will have to decide what he's going to do with her. Will he dare sack her? That's the good question. Will he dare sack her and replace her with somebody else? We shall see. Let's hope it happens. And but anyway, if she's sacked, and who's he going to replace her with? Some other disaster waiting to happen? A new Chancellor that will do the same as Rachel from Accounts Reeves is doing? But like I've said, apparently she spent a bank's credit card like on things that like there was no tomorrow. I mean, she's already got her hands on the country's finances, hasn't she? Look what she's doing to it. Taxes are going up, and it looks like in the spring there's going to be more tax rises. He's going to put taxes up again. If we haven't had enough tax rises since this lot got in, well, since last autumn's budget, But like I said, I don't think she's going to last much longer as Chancellor. Sooner or later, Starmer has got to make up his mind that she's going to have to go, and he's going to have to replace her with somebody else. I mean, she said the other day that if Labour don't get their act together, they'll be booted out. Well, the way things are going, it looks like it's going to happen. I mean, you thought the Tories was as bad, but this lot put them to shame. The way things are going at the moment with the Labour. I mean, Starmer was at an housing project with the King and Big Gob Rayner, and he was chased out of the housing estate where the houses are going to be built from by farmers. Yeah, he had to make a quick exit, didn't he? Coward. He couldn't stop and face the farmers. Well, anyway, let's get back to Rachel from Accounts Reeves and her latest escapade. But, you know, I think sooner or later Starmer, we're going to have to make up his mind whether or not he's going to keep her on as Chancellor or sack her. I think if he does, then there'll probably be be trouble for him. Well, anyway, that's the end of this video. Mr. Politics here signing off. And remember, don't believe the lies.